This is a short video today looking at solving linear equations for Key Stage 3 Maths / GCSE 9 to 1 Maths, and it's appropriate for the foundation and higher tier, and we're looking at grade 4, grade 5 Maths, and all questions from today are from the Corbett Maths website on solving equations. It's the textbook exercise, and this is the PDF link which I'm going to put in the description. Okay, if you want to practice it. Okay, so we're looking at equations that are presented in slightly different forms. Okay, and I thought I'd do like a short video tonight looking at this. Okay, oops. So this is question number 5. It says solve the following equations. Part A, 16 minus y is equal to 5. Now, if I was to solve this, I've got a minus y here. So if I was to add y to both sides, first of all, so if I add y to both sides, I'm going to get 16 is equal to 5 plus y. Remember that I always want the letter when I solve it to be positive. So I don't want minus y equals a number. I want positive y equals number. So y equals something. I'm now going to subtract 5 from both sides of my equation. So 16 take away 5 is 11. So 11 is equal to positive y, or y is equal to 11. Okay, so that is my answer for part A. Okay, so what I've done is I've added y to both sides, and then I've minused 5 on both sides, and then I managed to isolate it and get y by itself. Now, in some of my other solving equation videos, I might have done it a different method. It doesn't exactly matter as long as I get the correct answer. So in another video, what I might have done is minus 16 on both sides and then multiply through by -1 to get rid of this minus y. It doesn't matter which way you do it, actually, it's still going to give you the same answer. Okay, part B, 5 plus x is equal to 13. So if I was to subtract 5 on both sides, I'm going to get that positive x is equal to 13 take away 5, which is 8. Okay, part C, 10 take away 3x is equal to 1. Now, if it was me, okay, so there is one or two ways I can do this. I'm going to add 3x to both sides because I always want to have a positive letter on one side, if that makes sense. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So I get 10 is equal to 1 plus 3x, or 10 equals 3x plus 1, either way is fine. I'm now going to subtract 1 on both sides. Okay, so changing my colour around a bit, 10 take away 1 is 9, so 9 is equal to 3x. 3x means 3 times x, so dividing both sides by 3, I get that 3 is equal to x, or x is equal to 3. So x equals 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So at this step here, I've divided both sides by 3 because 3x means 3 times x, and the inverse operation or the inverse process, okay, is to divide it by 3, okay, because then it will cancel out the multiplication. Okay, this is part D. 38 minus 4m is equal to 14. So again, I'm going to add 4m to both sides. So I'm going to get 38 is equal to 14 plus 4m. I'm now going to subtract 14 on both sides. So minusing 14 on both sides. 38 minus 14, we should know to be 24. Okay, so I'll try and put it here actually so I have a bit more space. I'll put a little arrow here. So 24 is equal to positive 4m, or just 4m. Dividing both sides by 4, I'm going to get that m is equal to 24 divided by 4, which is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So m is equal to 4 for that one. For part E, guys, 9 plus 7x equals 51. What I can do here is minus 9 on both sides. Okay? So I'm going to get 7x is equal to 42. Dividing both sides by 7. So dividing this by 7 and dividing this by 7. I'm going to get that x is equal to 42 divided by 7 is 6, guys. Okay? Right, guys, next question, part F. 11 minus 5x is 21. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides. Okay, because I want to try and get a positive x on one side and not a negative. I'm going to get 11 is equal to 21 plus 5x. Subtracting 21 on both sides. Okay, 11 take away 21 gives me 10. So let me just put like a little box here so we know which question we're on. So we're looking at F here, guys. 11 take away that. 11 take away 21 is minus 10. That's equal to 5x. 5x means 5 times x. So the opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. Minus 10 divided by 5 is minus 2. Okay, a negative divided by a positive gives me a negative sign. Part G, 18 minus 3a is equal to 6. Well, adding 3a to both sides, okay, because we want to get a positive a on one side. So we get 18 is equal to 6 plus 3a. Subtracting 6 on both sides, 18 take away 6 is 12. So 12 is equal to 3a. Dividing both sides by 3, we get that 4 is equal to a, or a is equal to 4. So the answer for G is that a is equal to 4. For H, 21 equals 7 plus 4h. Subtracting 7 on both sides, okay, I'm going to get 14 is equal to 4f. Dividing both sides by 4, I get 14 over 4, or 14 quarters, is equal to f, which I can just simplify that fraction. Dividing top and bottom by 2, I get that f is equal to 7 halves. Oops, should be a 7 there, guys. Sorry. Let's just delete that and do that one again. So it should be 7 halves, okay, or 3.5, or 3.5 for f. Okay, the last one, G. So we got 44 is equal to 58 minus 8g. I'm going to add 8g to both sides. So I'm going to get 44 plus 8g is equal to 58. Subtracting 44 on both sides. We should get that 8g is equal to 14. Dividing both sides by 8, g is 14/8, or 14 out of 8. Which I can simplify if I want to 7 out of 4. So g is equal to 7 quarters, or 1 3/4, or 1.75. So they are all appropriate answers. Remember that when you solve an equation, guys, the answer could be an integer, which is a whole number, or it can be a fraction or a decimal. Okay, and that is the end of the video, guys. Okay, so I hope you found it useful. Actually, so it's a slightly different equation, a slightly different sets of equations that I might be presented with in the exam. Okay, in my other videos I might have solved it a different way. It doesn't really matter, but the idea is to isolate and get it so I have the positive letter on one side and all my numbers on the other side. Okay, so that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.